welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD and Kat.
I don't know why I do that when I say hi. I don't know.
You're not fooling anyone.
Yeah. So, Vampire Diaries, Season 4, Episode 17, Because the Night. Yeah, so I suppose nothing to say. We only just watched the last one. Yeah, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. What should we ask in the comments? Have you ever been to New York? What do you think? I quite liked it. And remember, over on Patreon, we're much further ahead and you can watch these in full length. And if you're a member on YouTube, you are 2 episodes ahead.
Oh God. Is he? Do you think he's dead?
I don't know.
I'd be concerned that I didn't notice until I was that close.
Oh my God. You're that serial killer, aren't you? The son of Sam. Son of Giuseppe, but close enough.
Yeah, 70s and 80s.
Oh yeah, America in the 70s
yeah.
was just serial killer central.
That's what we live in New York. There's so much life that little death goes unnoticed.
How morbid. Do you think that's also a bit though that the people they care about are protected in a way because she's not around them?
True. I mean, that's why I was thinking as well. As when I said in the last one, I was like, let her go because, like, then she's not around you causing destruction.
Yeah. Looks good. Is it bad that my first thought was you could compel people to do this?
Yeah, I was thinking, like, how annoying must it be to be a vampire and still have to clean up?
Now, in order to bring him back,
I need to get rid of the other side.
only you can complete the triangle.
Completing the triangle means killing 12 people.
12 people you can bring back.
But as you pointed out before,
So some blood
you told the 12 people on the young farm they'd come back,
about Elena.
and they won't.
They will, they will just waiting. Only supernatural.
Only
gets
supernatural.
involved.
Exception.
Oh.
Well, let's say for a moment.
So sacrificing humans is like their fucked.
Yeah.
How rude.
Hey,
Lexi.
you're gonna feed on him right here.
Nice to see Lexi.
I have to say I'm a little... I know he's after the cure. I'm not stupid.
Let's not say things we don't mean.
So I guess I'm gonna have to find it first. Where on his evil villain to-do list? Form 3 maskers, pick up dry cleaning.
We evil villains usually use minions to pick up a dry cleaning, that sort of thing.
Why is he necessary again?
Well, we don't know what size.
Don't underestimate the allure of darkness, Stefan. Even the purest hearts are drawn to it.
I do think he has a pep in his step since Hayley.
Symbolic figures in the dark. Didn't Bonnie talk about expression triangles? Here. Humans. As the Council Fire. Demons. Klaus's hybrid failure.
What's the third?
You want me to kill witches?
We've been over this. It's temporary. They'll come back.
What if I'm not strong enough? Dad!
We just call on the spirits. I want you out of my house.
Wait!
Oh,
We need witches. A lot of them.
oh no.
That must be so weird for him. He was there, like,
Yeah.
years ago and now it's doing the same thing. Oh god, they're going back into doing that party joint feeding erotic thing.
But there is a part of me that's like, I like the fact they're not leaving Rebecca out.
There's almost nothing as strong as a full coven. So I brought 11 of my closest friends.
Oh,
It
convenient.
won't be fun.
Well, a coven is usually 13.
You ready?
So she would be the 13th member if she joined that coven. I'm hoping that's no accident and she does join them. Because I've wanted more witches, haven't I? I've wanted a coven.
It also says a lot that witches that don't know her are stepping up to help her.
So then I can help you. You want the cure off the table and I want to take it. We can work together. I'll do whatever it takes to get this done. You're the opposite. You're basically one big emotional variable that I just don't really need. You just made me miss the old Elena. The expression triangle. Here.
So Somebody's been skipping their geometry classes.
The other end of the triangle.
They didn't let me finish.
We'll have a repeat customer. 5'7" brunette. Said she was a runner. Catherine. Turns out I was helping her run from me. Alright. Problem is, I'm pretty
Got
sure
her.
this filing system.
June 5th, 1473.
And that, brother, is why you are the better boyfriend.
Talking about Catherine's not gonna help me, because she's not the person I care about.
You and Lexi? Here? On the bar?
Bar, stage.
Excuse you. Oh, friend. Is he drawn to your darkness too?
Actually, I was referring to Damon and Elena when I said that, but clearly it struck a chord with you.
It's because it's not true. People who do terrible things are just terrible people.
She's working for Silas.
Silas?
Wait, what are you doing?
Silas has her. She's lost. We can't save her.
Wait.
Take her soul. Free her from darkness.
Oh no, Caroline, why did you just do that?
She killed all of them as well.
Yeah.
They were linked together.
She could
She
have
didn't
just
know that.
But she could have just grabbed the fucking knife out of her hand. You didn't need to murder
But
them.
then we have already seen the witch was able to stop Stefan with ease.
Triangle is complete.
Spent all night reinforcing it. It's tough.
Your humanity isn't back on, is it?
I didn't believe it.
So this was all just
A joke. A big fat lie. I'm looking out for you. Because one day, you will flip that switch back on and all the bad stuff that you did is going to come rushing back.
So you're saying that you felt bad for Lexi?
She became a walking, talking reminder of all the awful things that I've done. And boom. Rush of memories. Rush of guilt.
So you killed her?
Out of sight, out of mind.
I'm not taking the cure, Damon.
Yes, you are.
Ooh.
How do I get off the island? I remember being in that cave and Jeremy was trying to pry the cure out of Silas's hand.
She doesn't know he's dead. She's forgotten he's dead.
Please tell me you got it.
Oh shit.
Poor girl.
Wow.
I know arithmetic isn't your strong point, but 1 is still less than 12.
Yeah, but that one is my best friend. I just killed 12 people.
You look like you're in need of comfort. Why don't you find someone less terrible you can relate to?
Sorry, Damon, I think I broke your radio.
You're in my car?
You weren't gonna take the bus.
I didn't stop the massacre. Guess Silas has everything he needs.
You don't scare me, Silas or Shane or whoever you are.
Oh, Jesus.
But don't worry, I'm not trying to kill you now just yet.
Oh.
Okay, so where to start? New York.
I think they're brave for driving in New York. I would not want to drive a car in New York. Be very scared.
I imagine a bit like London, it's quicker to use public transport than it is to drive.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, I must say when Damon appeared to be into Lexi, I didn't believe it.
No.
No, I didn't trust it. I didn't believe it. I was like, no. And then, what was the other thing with Damon that I didn't believe was? Basically, yeah, Damon's just a big fat liar in this episode.
Yeah.
So I didn't believe anything that sort of came out of his mouth, really.
I think it was nice to have an episode where we've brought Lexi back.
She
And
looks really pretty.
yeah, and because obviously we know how Damon killed her in season 1, and we knew that they didn't exactly get on when we saw them interacting. So it was nice to see more of what that relationship was.
The backstory and why she hated him. Yeah.
So it clearly wasn't just about the Stefan issue, it was.
Yeah. Although I do kind of get where he's coming from, because he's like, I didn't want you to save me, and yet you pestered me for 6 months. Like, leave me alone. Yeah.
But in typical Damon fashion, it being, I will seduce you. But I did think it was something I actually had never taken on board before.
Excuse me.
It was when he said about how he killed her, and about how she kind of represented a lot of guilt for him.
Yeah.
And that was also a reason for killing her.
She was a walking reminder of what he'd done. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd never taken that on board before. I thought it was just, he killed her because it fit with his plan.
At the time.
Her being there at the time. Which is, yes, but...
It's more layered than that.
Yeah, that other layer.
Interesting.
Yeah. Again, more of no humanity Elena, just doing what she's doing. And
blunt and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even to Rebecca, who was trying to be an ally.
So she wants to get the cure before Damon does, so that she isn't forced to take it.
Yeah.
And he wants it for Elena to take it.
Yeah, obviously Rebecca wants it for herself, so it makes sense for them to team up.
Yeah.
I like the idea of them teaming up, because they've been, I wanted a friendship for them, but then Elena stabbed her in the back, and they've been at each other this whole time. But I did like as well Rebecca being like, well, that made me miss the old Elena.
Yeah. Well, if Elena's not going to hold back on being a bitch, then why should Rebecca? So Rebecca's just like, yeah, fine. I thought it was quite vulnerable when Rebecca said, yeah, because I want my own family.
Yeah.
She had sort of said it more openly out loud, admitted it a little bit sooner. So sounds like between the island and then now she's actually come to grips with her, that's what she wants.
Yeah.
Which is really sad though if she doesn't get it.
Yeah.
So Silas wants the cure. Does he want to take it? We know that he wants to remove that veil and bring back all the supernatural people, but does he ultimately want to take the cure again, or does he not?
Well, the story is that his one true love was killed, and obviously human moved on. If he dies now, as he is, he'd be stuck on the other side.
So he wants to become human, to die, to go be with her. Yeah, so he does, so Silas does want it.
That's the story. Okay. He hasn't actually just said that to us, but that's after the cure.
That's where I'm questioning it, because I'm like, what is it you want? So, yeah.
And obviously he now knows that they know he's there and who he is.
Yeah.
And so he's confronting Klaus.
I thought that was really interesting, because it was almost like the two big bad bosses that we've had so far being face to face, and I thought that was quite interesting. So... Yeah, because Silas is right now a vampire, and we didn't have it confirmed, did we, that he was the one taking all of the blood? But that's a good assumption.
Yeah. There is some kind of debate about the word vampire for him, because they refer to him as the world's first immortal, and we know that he's not like the originals because he is able to show himself. That's not his true face. He's able to put this illusion up. He's able to control Bonnie.
He's got other weird powers. Yeah.
Because as we saw there, Bonnie... We don't know whether Bonnie has been controlled since she got back, and that's why she doesn't know, or whether doing all of that
some of her memory.
But yeah, seeing her in pain there with the witches,
it really was an impossible decision.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was just hoping that there was a go between, like Caroline could take the knife away.
Yeah.
But like you say, they probably would have found a different way. Because by that point, I think the witches had resolved that Bonnie had to die because she was lost to this darkness, lost to this expression. So,
Yeah, I really, it is heartbreaking for her to not remember what happened to Jeremy. So it's like...
So she's going to wake up and be like, basically, 12 people have died for you, 12 witches have died for you, which is like a genocide against your own kind. Like, that's even worse.
And they'd come to help her,
And Jeremy and everything. Like, wow.
Elena's humanity's off.
Yeah.
Like, it's all...
That mess. That's going to be hard. I am hoping that we get to see, unless that is it, but I am looking forward to eventually seeing Silas's face.
Yeah.
And seeing who he is. And if we do, I would be really, same as what I had said with Klaus, is I'd be really intrigued to see the actor they've cast as him. So, yeah.
You say about Klaus? No, we had the thing with Silas there, Silas and the stake.
Yeah. It's got to be pretty strong to snap that in half, right?
Yeah.
Because he just left some in it. Ooh.
In his spine as well.
Yeah, so he's going to be writhing around in the forest. He's going to need some help. So I wonder if someone's going to have to come back and help him and pull that out.
And we saw...
That's a big fat splinter.
Splinters are horrible. And we saw development of his relationship with Caroline. Like when he made the comment about being drawn to darkness, and she took that as a dig at her. And I think he felt quite smug when she brought it up. The fact that he was like, I was talking about Elena and Damon, but clearly there is something because...
Yeah. That's, just Klaus, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he was being particularly smug in this episode.
Which you said, I think after he's had a little downtime.
Yeah. Do you know
obviously
what?
Did the world,
I think I'd probably be quite smug if I had a night with Hayley.
Obviously done in the world of good.
Yeah. And of course, Stefan has called him to come hang out and do something together. I mean, he's probably thinking, this is a great day.
Yeah.
He's having the best day
I got
ever.
some last night with a really hot werewolf, and now Stefan and Caroline want to hang with me.
I was thinking that when they were in the room, and he was like, oh, but we were such a team in the 20s.
Yeah.
I was like, no. He's so Delulu.
For Stefan, it must just be like, how can you view those events so differently to how I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, and because we did see some moments between Klaus and Caroline, like with the drawing the expression triangles. That felt a bit
bit of tension there. Yeah.
But that conversation they then had in the woods, where she basically admitted that maybe there had been a thought there at some point for her, but obviously then he continues to do things that...
Yeah. No, I thought that I didn't find that surprising. I thought, she has found him in the past charming and seen little glimmers of the good in him and things like that, but he's just ruined it. And then, so,
the bad he's doing is massively outweighing that. And the way he... Again, the facial acting I found from Joseph Morgan, when she said, like, sometimes people who do terrible things are just terrible people. And his face, it was like another, like abandonment, another rejection.
Yeah.
And the fact that he then threw that back in her face.
Yeah.
Later. Although, yes, she's right to say that about him. He's terrible. But I would also say from Klaus's point of view, if I am that terrible, don't look to me, like, you can't have it both ways. If I'm so terrible that I shouldn't be anywhere, I'm a terrible person, don't then look for me to be redeeming because you need me to at this moment. Like, and do you know what? He could have used that, to be fair. We would have been saying, if he'd have used it as a way in, well, I'll be here for you now because that's my, weasel my way in there.
I'm just intrigued to see where it's all going to go. It's like we're getting closer. You know what I mean? Like, sadly, the 12 witches and everything. So it's like, okay, what next?
Well, they can actually come back though, can't they?
Yeah, on the other side, And this is the other thing, isn't it? He's got everything he needs in place. He just needs that cure. So,
what's going to happen now?
Yeah. And will Klaus help him?
Yeah,
because he's right. As much as Klaus doesn't want all those people back, if the cure is gone, he doesn't have to have it rammed down his throat.
You can probably just go and kill all those people again anyway.
Yeah, that'll be his new fun mission. Where's my list of people I've killed before to go after?
That's a good question. What happens to them if they're brought back? Are they non-killable? Or are they then killable again?
I don't know.
Oh.
Because you've got to remember who's on that other side for him. His parents.
That's what I mean, yeah. So.
Because we all remember what a delight they are.
Yes.
And all the Bennett witches.
Michael and Esther.
Yeah. I don't really have much to say about Stefan in this episode, just having to team up with Klaus to... And the fact that he tried to avoid any death by talking to them and saying, like, please don't.
He did, yeah. Oh, well.
And that he is, as much as he's questioning Damon's methods, he does seem to trust overall that... Because, you know, Klaus made his comments, didn't he, about trusting Damon with it and Stefan. To be fair, though, when it comes to Klaus, even if what Klaus is saying is getting to Stefan, he has a habit of being like, no, you're not coming between me and Damon.
Yeah.
That's that. Although he may then go home and repeat what Klaus said, as in, like, yes, this is actually a problem, but I wasn't going to let him
I like
know that.
Damon was like, you know, if you're going to have a go at me for messing up, and he's like, oh yeah, I can stop and they kill 12 witches. He's like, oh.
Yes, we both haven't had
We've both
successful
fucked up
days.
Yeah.
We've both done poorly in this mission.
Yeah.
Let's try again.
I also thought it was an interesting detail that Damon's friend that he killed, whose place he'd gone to, did IDs for vampires who were on the run and everything. I can see why that would help them hide, but when you can compel, why would you need fake ID?
I don't know, like what if you were in a crowded place and like people will see you compel?
They can't really tell though, the way they do it sometimes.
I was thinking more of a convenience thing of not having to go through the constant being consciously aware of, are you going to have to compel someone or what? Whereas if you've just got an idea, you can just be like, this is me. So,
Maybe.
I don't know, just for convenience maybe.
Yeah. I just feel like compulsion would solve all my problems.
You talk about compulsion. I know, right?
Yeah.
Far too much that it's going to be like, you're like, yeah, you should never have that power.
Right, so anything else to add?
No, just want more answers. More episodes.
Okay, so that was our reaction to The Vampire Diaries Season 4 Episode 17, Because the Night. Thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.